You want learning to feel good. So you want a life lesson to feel, you get this warm fuzzy feeling inside, and that's not how it works. Most of the time those life lessons, they suck. You get that life lesson because you got dumped. You get that life lesson because you crashed your car. You got that life lesson because you got nervous around a girl and you got too drunk and made a fool of yourself. My trainer, Sidney Wilson, who's the best trainer in Las Vegas, he murders me every day. It's nothing but rough. There's at least 4 times a day I want to kill myself. I do 100 pull-ups, 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 200 squats every freaking day with this guy. If I'm too nice, like those girls that you see in the videos with me, if you go up and you're too nice to those girls, they will shut you down quickly. I know that because I've seen guys that they've shut down before. But there's some girls, all they want in the world is just a little bit of validation because their boyfriend treated them like shit. And if you're nice to them, it will work. We're talking about breast size. Men like larger breasts. Ladies, if your man's telling you he doesn't like larger breasts, he's just lying to you so that you don't slap him, basically. Like, having more money than less money, it's like, if you're going to ask the question, yes, women would like men with more money than less money. They might not come out and say it. Would they like men who are taller than shorter? Yes, they might, but there's nothing you can do about that. But you can do something about how in shape you are and whether or not you're overweight. You can do something about your body fat percentage. And if you think that doesn't have anything to do with whether or not women like you, you're wrong. It's just blatantly incorrect. Now, does that mean that I don't have hundreds of PUA friends who have sex with women all the time and they're overweight? Of course I do. I have so many guys friends that are like that. Could you imagine if they were in shape? Could you imagine if they were in shape, how well they do? When we talk about what it is that make women attracted, what it is that make men attracted, we always get into the subject of like, oh man, men seem shallow or women seem shallow. No, it's just the way it is. It's the way the species procreates. If all we did was try to have sex with people who are overweight, those overweight people might not be able to bear our children. They might be less likely to bear our children. If all we did was have sex with people who had bad hair or unsymmetrical faces or small breasts or small waists, we might be less likely to be able to procreate. So that's why we look for those things. Those are actually replication signs that we see. I'm going to say something that's controversial, but it's true. If you ask any guy who has a girlfriend, who is good with girls, who has been good with girls in his life, you say, what is the number one way to make a girl become your girlfriend? What do you think the answer to that is?
I would say probably they say something generic like confidence or something like that.
Yeah. The number one way to make a girl become your girlfriend is to have sex with her. There's no even close second. If you like a girl and you have sex with her, it makes her, she's invested a lot into the relationship. And so the likelihood of her taking you a little bit more seriously for you guys to get into a relationship is better. If you guys go off and you don't have sex and it's like date 3, date 4, date 5, and you don't have sex, she really doesn't have any skin in the game. And so literally, figuratively, she doesn't have it. I've seen more times than not where a girl is just like, yeah, I'm not really into him. We haven't had sex and we've been going this long, and they kind of get used to the idea of hanging out with a guy and not having sex with him, and then they end up never having sex. Whereas if they had actually had sex, then maybe the two of them could go forth. I just know a lot of people who have been in successful relationships who had sex with each other within an hour of meeting each other. So this idea of waiting for sex, I have mixed feelings about it. If a woman is specifically waiting for monogamy in order to have sex with a man, she's doing it as sort of kind of a manipulation to get the guy to try to become monogamous. And what ends up happening a lot of times is the guy's like, yeah, baby, whatever you want. I'm all yours. I'm your boyfriend. Because dudes will say whatever they have to say to have sex with the girl. And, they'll say whatever, and then they end up having sex, and then the dude, like, he's either cheating on her or he runs off. So that no sex before monogamy doesn't really solve anything. But, I guess it's a good rule for TV or whatever. Anyway, I'm sure I've pissed enough people off so far.
Thanks for watching this entire episode. I guarantee you the next episode is just as good. I'll leave a link here when it's released. You can click it and see that episode. Also, if you're not a subscriber, hit here and you'll be subscribed to my channel. That way you can see all my upcoming videos. It's completely free. Just hit the subscribe button or click this link here. Also down here, I'm going to put the uncut version of this entire thing. And for those of you who want something more than just to be entertained, I highly recommend you guys check that out, because it is the entire thing, no cuts, and everything is taken in context. And these episodes are more for entertainment for the mainstream. And if you really want strict advice from Mike Sartain, you want to check out that uncut video, because I cut these episodes down from about an hour and 15 minutes for the entire first section, and the first 3 episodes, down to about a total of about 16 or 17 minutes. So in this uncut version, which I'm going to link down here, you can just click and go to it. I guarantee you there's so much more information. Everything's more in context, and you get a lot more real advice and a lot more entertainment. He actually talks about the show. He talks about Millionaire Matchmaker, his opinions on people on the show, Patty, Justin, and Dan Bilzerian, and so forth. And so if you want to see that, just click the uncut below. I highly recommend you watch the full version. Otherwise, I'll see you later. Again, the episodes get even crazier, and there will be another uncut at the end of those, and that one will, it's crazy. You know, he'll tell you so much stuff about how, you know, you can freaking go into Las Vegas and find these places where you don't have to really pay much, and he tells you when to go to Las Vegas, where and how to get there, and spend very little money and still obtain, you know, the highest level of stuff you can get there. And so I highly recommend you check that out once it's released. Those will be released in the upcoming episodes, so you have to check those out. That will not be in the uncut yet. So again, I'll see you guys later, and thanks for watching this entire thing. And I can't stress enough how there's still so much information out there that is yet to be released just from this interview alone. So you guys gotta check that out. See ya.